Hello, 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 and welcome to the Art of Womanhood interview series. So, my name is Angela M. Mitchell, and I am so excited to be bringing this interview series to you as a part of an anthology book collaboration project that I've been putting together called The Art of Womanhood, where I am highlighting women from everywhere, all walks of life, all ages, and women that are in different stages of their lives. So, I'm very excited to be doing these interviews and bringing these women's stories and highlighting them and celebrating them, right? And so today I am talking to my good girlfriend, my sister, my friend. Her name is Miss Shania Elliott McDowell. I'm not going to do the introduction. I'm going to bring her up here and let her do the introduction and just tell you a little bit about herself. So I'm pretty excited and I'm going to bring her on. Bam. Bam. And there she is. Hey, girl.
Hey,
How
can
are
you hear me?
you?
You can hear me good,
Yes,
right?
I can.
Okay.
You're a little bit low, but I can hear you. I can hear you. So how you doing, sugar? How you?
I am well in yourself.
Oh goodness, I can't complain. I just, I go with the flow, right? I go with the flow. So I'm so excited. I am so excited about this project. I'm not about to play with you with this dance. We can dance though. We can definitely dance, but I'm really, really excited about this project. Now, it's not my first project, but it is definitely my first anthology project, solo by myself. So these interviews really are just a part of the project. You don't even have to be in the project to do the interviews. I just want to talk to, highlight, and celebrate women, as I said a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna give you a chance to introduce yourself and tell the people who you are and what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hello, I am Shania Elliott McDowell. I am the proud owner of Decadent Chefs. I am a 5-time bestseller, 2-time international bestseller.
Ooh.
I have written in 3 anthologies.
Okay.
The fourth one was mine. I have
Mhm.
written one cookbook and I have another one on the way.
Yes.
A cookbook that is that on the way. And I'm just a mother and loving life, and that's it.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Womanhood. Womanhood, right? And I keep saying this that womanhood has been under attack as of late. People, men in particular, are telling us what womanhood is or what it isn't, and what rights we have to womanhood and all of that other stuff, but they're
Mm-hmm.
leaving women out of the equation, right? Our femininity is our superpower, right?
Yep.
Being women is our superpower. And so that was also the premise of me having these interviews because, excuse me, you know what I mean? What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
We can't define what womanhood is, motherhood is, sisterhood is, and all of that. And that's the one thing I wanted to talk to you today about is motherhood. How has motherhood like defined your womanhood? You know what I mean? Or is it separate from that?
How has motherhood defined my womanhood? Ooh. Let's see. Well, for me, I wouldn't say it's separated itself, but I think I've grown in both
Hmm.
separately.
Hmm.
Um, I have definitely figured out as I go along how to navigate through motherhood
Yeah.
as growing and a woman personally.
Yeah.
Raising kids on my raising my first 3 children on my own, being a single mom helped me grow
Oh yeah.
definitely as a woman because I had to do a whole lot of other stuff just to keep them in line and to grow the way I wanted them to go, especially in a positive aspect of life.
Yeah.
Um, Now I would say motherhood is definitely taking over
Yeah.
of my womanhood because now I'm trying to leave a legacy for
Mm.
my babies to carry on versus me being into anything else. So,
Right. Now that I can understand that. And that's so important. The legacy aspect.
mhm.
You know what I mean? That's definitely I think one of the most important aspects of motherhood. But there's so many challenges, of course, that go along with it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So many challenges that go along, like you said, with raising children on your own. Goodness gracious, I was a single mother as well, so I understand that the strength that's needed. You know what I mean, to
Mhm.
even get through the day sometimes. Can you think of a time, maybe maybe even not specific, but a time when you've had to embrace your womanhood as a source of strength and empowerment?
Ooh, you going deep. You
Oh, I'm
going
going
deep.
deep, baby.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm going deep. This is some deep stuff here.
Um, I would say before I moved down here in 2007, I definitely had to put on my superwoman cape at that point in time in my life.
Yeah.
I think I was about 28, 29 when I moved down to Charlotte. Just got out of a real bad abusive relationship. Trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself besides the military.
Hmm.
Um, going through learning how to be a single mom, not only to two boys, but a girl,
Mm.
and she was going through her medical problems.
Right.
So basically, I was just learning how to be mommy just by myself.
Yeah.
Um, learning how to just to pull the strength out from anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think it was my children that gave me the strength to continue on before I was just like letting it go.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say before I came down here, because it was just us, it was just me and them coming down here by ourselves and me going to school.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, we about to do this. We about to jump off this plane. You're coming with me. There's like, of course, mom, we with you. So that's what it had to be.
Yeah. And that's what it is with mothers, man. We make the decisions. We run the world. We run the world, and we have to make those decisions. And a lot of times we wear so many hats and so many roles, and the weight is on our shoulders. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The weight is definitely on our shoulders. How do you find a balance though, between, of course, motherhood and womanhood are together, but how do
Mm-hmm.
you still separate Shania the mom from Shania, the woman who wants to just be a woman and chill out and relax without having to deal with some of the other stuff? How do you balance that out
Well, listen here. Uh, I went through a cohort through my church,
though? Mm-hmm.
and they said that we need to start practicing Sabbath.
Mm.
She was like, I don't care when you do it, just try to just say, you know what? I ain't gonna do no work. I ain't gonna even be
Right,
a mom. Like, don't let
right,
that bother you today. So
right.
definitely practicing Sabbath helped me.
Yeah,
So now every Saturday it's me. I'm
yeah.
doing whatever I choose to do. If I decide to get out of the bed and wash and eat, that's what I'm doing. If not, I'm not going to do it. Don't bother
Oh,
me. Don't come to me. Don't say, hey, let's do. No, I'm on my Sabbath today. That's what
that's
I'm
right.
doing.
That's right.
Um, that's part of the balance. And then the other part is just I had to learn how to filter out some of the stuff that I was doing and learning how to say, okay, that can wait.
Mm-hmm.
So, and learning how
Mm-hmm.
to tell people no.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
me
You
and
gotta
no is
have
best friend.
boundaries. Yeah, you gotta have boundaries. And we have to learn that no is that's it.
Hmm.
No is the sentence. Not no because,
Yep.
not no maybe later, not no. It's just no.
Yep.
It's just no.
You want to do this today? No.
Yeah, it's no, no. And it's hard to do sometimes. It's hard to
And
do
learning
because
to be okay with it and
that's
saying no, because that's where
that's
it is. Because before
that's
it
it.
would be like, okay, we can go. Let's give me
Right.
an hour. Now it's
Right.
no.
No. As it should be, because no.
Hmm.
Just no. You can, and it's okay to say that. And like you said, you have to be okay with that. And just it's final. The
Yeah.
finality of it. Mental health, mental well-being. You know what I mean? How do you prioritize that? Because that is like the biggest part of self-care. It's the biggest part of your care. You know what I mean? Just to be able to function and move through day-to-day life. How do you prioritize that?
I don't even know. Mental wise, sometimes I be off the border. Like,
Yeah.
like I have to literally pinch myself and say, okay, let's stop and
Yeah.
let's focus
Yeah.
and let's do some self Shania time and
Right.
get that done. I normally write it down now because
Yeah.
before I was always into it. Somebody asked me, "Hey, you want to do this? Let's do this. We want to do that? Let's do this
Mhm.
project." And I was like, "Okay, sure, I could do it." But then I lose me.
Mhm.
So now I write it down and I look at the board in the morning and be like, "Oh, time to take some Shania time." So
Right.
if that means mental time from my husband, my kids, my dogs, everybody,
That's right.
grandbaby included, I'm not mentally. I'm shut out. I'm
That's
off.
right.
So.
I love it. And that's what it should be. That's what it should be.
Hmm.
We hold on to it tight. That strong black woman syndrome. We hold on to that shit
Yep.
tight, boy. And to our detriment. You know what I mean? It's to our detriment. So how do you even avoid living that narrative?
Mm, I don't even know. Um, I think it's more or less of learning how to have your boundaries.
Hmm.
So if you set up like now, being that I kind of like isolated myself from some people,
Right.
I've learned more about me,
Hmm.
um, gaining a new perspective on certain things and how people tend to what's the word, surround you and how they try to build you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried, that is definitely the way that I try to avoid all the other stigmatisms as far as that
Hmm.
black woman syndrome,
Yeah.
the strong black woman syndrome.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to, what is it, deviate
Hmm.
from saying I got this
Yep.
and
Yep.
I'm gonna do it. It's just, like, because normally we see it, and if it's wrong, we gonna automatically say, you know what, I could do it better. I'm gonna do it myself. Just let me.
Yep.
So now I'm learning how to say, let them work that out.
That's right.
I'm gonna sit over here and watch you from afar.
That's right. And let them bump their head. Or if it's the
Hmm.
kids, if it's your husband, whoever it is, bump your head. You can do it. You got it.
Yeah.
Because really at the end of the day, who gonna fall out? You know what I mean? Who gonna be dead tired? Who gonna be struggling? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Mentally, emotionally, it usually turns out to be us. Right. And so that's what that is. So what advice do you have for other women
Um,
navigating this space?
Definitely journaling. Learning
Mm,
how to take that time to journal.
yeah.
To I see that I'm like a hoarder now for journals.
Are
I
you a
don't know
journal
why.
hoarder? Me
Yes,
too.
I've gotten that from somebody. We ain't gonna say
I
who,
know.
but
I don't know who you got this journal
just
from.
going to Walmart and picking up a journal. Like, oh, I could write in here. Like every
Exactly.
journal has different things with how I'm feeling.
Right. 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 Right.
Um, from Bible verses sitting on my mirror to just taking that time when I'm alone in the bathroom and like jotting down something and hiding it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to have that space,
You have to.
especially when you have younger kids and kids that are uh, having disabilities and making sure that they're always okay
Right.
before
Right.
you. So you have to learn how to make that space for just yourself. Um, I found out like getting into women groups
Oh yeah, like a
a
sister
lot.
circle type of
Like a
deal.
little sister circle where you
Yeah.
just have like a meetup.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
like, y'all don't talk about kids, y'all don't do nothing but just y'all. Like have like
Exactly.
a bowling somewhere to bowl, like get an
Yeah.
activity
I
to
think
do.
that's
That's what
important.
I found that's more interesting now. I'm learning how to be more open to different options.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I like that. I like that. I like this chat of ours. I like this chat. I want you to, just let people know where they can find you, what you got going on. Do you have anything, any special projects outside? Well, you did mention your cookbook, so tell them a little bit about that, the new cookbook.
The new cookbook that is coming out, it will probably be out. I would give or take some probably towards the end of October, beginning of November. It's
Okay.
called Breaking Bread, the Family Jewels Holiday Edition.
Okay. Okay.
Um, we are taking traditional recipes and making them non-traditional. So don't expect the same turkey.
Right. The regular, same old
Regular
regular
stuff is
regular.
not in there. We got things from a loaded seafood potato salad to a whole jerk chicken. So
Mm,
we having fun with our recipes. We're making these recipes easy.
okay.
Um, we're doing a little bit of 30-minute meals. I'm doing my seasonings in there. My brines is going to be in the book as well. That's coming out. And then that's basically it. But they can find me on Instagram on
Most
Sovereign
definitely.
Jewels.
Yeah.
My website is getting worked on, so soon
Okay.
it'll be up. And they can find me on Facebook, Eva Shania Elliott McDowell, or the Decadent Chef. And then that's really it.
I love it. I love it. I'm so excited for everything that you got coming up. I'm so proud of you, and
Thank
I can't wait
you.
to see everything else that's coming and all of these cookbooks and just so many, so many exciting things. And it goes back to, like I said, we are multifaceted,
Mm-hmm.
and we run the world. Shit, we run the world, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I just want to thank you for coming up on here with me. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'm so glad that you decided to be a part of this series, right?
Thank you so much.
You, I know, right? Thank you so much. So thank you again for joining us. And I had a great time talking to you. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
That was again another woman that I'm highlighting, Shania Elliott McDowell. And these interviews again are all about highlighting women, all about celebrating women from all walks of life. So again, my name is Angela M. Mitchell, and I thank you, and I will catch you next time on the next one.